Hi, okay, double honestly, apostles of GMS, honestly, brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity for the four corners of the earth. All praise unto double honesty, apostles of GMS, all praise unto Yahweh Hashemi Hashak. Okay, so hopefully this is going to be a relatively short video, and we're in my one of my favorite places in any house. I like being in the kitchen and that. And what I wanted to do is touch on a subject that the elder apostle Gabar had scooped me up onto regarding dietary conduct, for lack of a better statement. And there's pretty much two things I was going to go into, hopefully it's going to be of edification, and hopefully there'll be some pointers in there that you brothers can take and add to your eating, your lifestyle. Hopefully we don't, hopefully won't be in there in this kingdom too long. We ain't gonna worry about some of the stuff that I'm gonna go into. So first and foremost, what I got here is 3 cast iron pots. Okay, now what you have, and I'm gonna go into an article here in a second regarding why you want to be cooking on something that's inert. Okay, the word inert pretty much means something that's non-reactive. Okay, so an inert gas will be, is it nitrogen? It's supposed to be inert. I think nitrogen is inert. Or if you're cooking, all right, ceramics are inert, so they don't react with the food. Okay, so pretty much if something reacts with the food, it's gonna create compounds in the food that's gonna be detrimental to your health. Okay, that's why you don't really want to be cooking in aluminium. All that aluminium and the non-stick on the aluminium seeps into the food, and essentially that's what you're going to be eating. You're going to be eating that aluminium, because aluminium is one of the most reactive metals that you have out there. And this is something that the elder Apostle Gabar specifically had mentioned to me on a previous video that I did in the kitchen before. Okay, so with his advice, I've built these up month by month because they can be quite expensive. But pretty much I've tried to get one every other month when the money was okay. And you can get these if you're in the UK in a TK Maxx. This particular one here, this is one of my favorite ones, because you can put, you can make a curry in there. Okay, you can have it to where you do some roast chicken. You can stick it in the oven as is. What you don't want to do is be sticking this in a dishwasher. You don't want to be washing it with metal or anything like that, especially these enamel coated ones. What you can do is buy a raw aluminium one. What you have to do with that is you have to season it, alright, which is something that I thought was interesting, because it was off of the elders recommendation that I got one in the first place. And I haven't got a raw aluminium one, but when you go into the raw aluminium one, you have to I thought it was very spiritual, how that you have to season it. Okay, and what seasoning is basically because it's raw aluminium, and pretty much it's not very non-stick. Okay, the ceramic has got a bit of non-stick on it, but because it's raw aluminium and the food's gonna stick to it, before you even use it, you have to oil it. Okay, and the more you have to put the oil inside of it and then stick it in the oven for a little while, and then the oil seeps in and creates a layer, all right, on the on the surface of the pot. Okay, and the more it gets seasoned, the better it is at cooking. So I thought that was something very spiritual about I mean, it's only cookware, but you are what you eat, Okay, so that's sort of the first bit. So like I said, these particular ones, these are ceramic coated. They're a bit easier to just buy and go. What I want to do in the future, especially for frying and that, is actually get what's known as an iron skillet. Okay, and that's I'm gonna have to season that and go through the proper process to make sure it's usable. Okay, but them pots, or not so much these ones, because it's as much as I could afford, but there's better qualities out there. Okay, but with the better quality ones, these are what's known as family heirlooms, because they, this is solid. Okay, it lasts for a long time, and there's a reason why it lasts for a long time. Okay, and anything that lasts for a long time usually is good for you, man. Okay, and this is if you're gonna take all of them herbs and all of them, which I'm gonna touch on something regarding the herbs and so on and so forth, which I think is gonna be of use. But if you're gonna get into all of the herbs and so on and so forth, it's counterproductive to then go and then eat food that's been cooked in aluminium, so it's got all of the aluminium poisoning and that. So this is the article. It goes into it. So it says this is of Natural News. Okay. And it says the title of the article is 10 reasons to try cast iron cooking. Okay, so reason number 1 is replacing a non-stick skillet with a cast iron one allows you to avoid toxic fumes that accompany most non-stick cookware. So another one that you could use as an alternative is stainless steel. But you have to be careful with the stainless steel is the chromium and the nickel that they put within the stainless steel to make it stainless steel. Sometimes that's reactive with when you put the food in there. But what you can do is you can do a test, and I was quite surprised, because I found this test rather more at random. The first time you're cooking one of these things, that's when you're gonna actually be able to taste the chicken. Okay, you're gonna be able to definitely tell the difference between something that's cooked in aluminium and something that's been cooked in a non-reactive environment. Okay, you can do the same thing with a glass tray that you put in the oven. Okay, so if I carry on with this, it says besides the soles, you can use the cast iron skillet in the oven, which is useful because 2 minutes you put some chicken in there, seasoning, onions, throw it in the oven. On a heavy time schedule that really most brothers are in, you don't really have that much time, Okay. So sometimes you can make it in non-stick. Okay, it's easy to clean. Okay, there are health benefits. You can actually boost your iron intake if you actually get a raw cast iron skillet without the enamel on it. Then that's gonna boost your iron intake because obviously it's iron, and that's gonna obviously react with the food in part. Which iron is gonna be beneficial and aluminium obviously in balanced quantities, but the aluminium is actually detrimental to the human body. Okay, so let's see if there's any more data I wanted to pull up. So that's pretty much it. It's that poison that seeps into your food regarding these spots. So all praises unto Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai. The spirit got onto the elder Gabar so I can get into it, and hopefully in the future I might purchase one of these and distribute it to the brothers. If the more size spare, because they're just good cookware. It's good cookware. So Lord's will, I'll be able to purchase one here and there and give it to particular brothers that are into the kitchen and so on and so forth. Okay, so with that side of the video completed, what I wanted to do is make another recommendation, and this is off of and I might title these videos how the elder apostles changed my life. Okay, because you got a lot of scoffers that's pursuant to the book of 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, how they was going to come against the truth, okay, and pretty much make slander of the people that are teaching you how to conduct yourself properly, how to eat right. Okay, these are the things that's beneficial. Okay, well, you got these scoffers. Okay, so that's your message, but what are you really bringing to the crowd? Even if you done drunk all of the juice in the party, but you didn't bring nothing, man. And that's what these niggas are. Okay, so I might title that video that because you got a lot of gainsayers and that are coming up against the truth, and they're making all kind of wicked statements. But you can see that this is a physical manifestation of the word being pushed out there. Okay, and right on down to how you eat it. Okay, that's an actual result of that. That's actually the Spirit of the Lord cleansing us. Now you can only do it so much. That's why we're gonna get out of here, right? Okay, you only take so much herbs, but Esau's put barium oxide in the air. What are you gonna do about that? You gonna walk around with a mask over your face all the time? See, you gotta get out of this kingdom. That's the only solution to this whole thing. We can bribe this, that, and the third, and we're in hell, man. Okay, so I recommend these things, but if a brother tells me, look, we're in hell, what am I supposed to do? I ain't got no money, gonna feed my kids. I completely understand, because we are in hell. Now, what I'm obliged to do is, okay, all right, that's the situation. Let me see if I can do my best to improve your situation. But again, we're in hell. Okay, so this comes off of a recommendation that the elder Apostle Tahar had said, and this is a ninja. Every brother should have a ninja or some sort of blender. And what I want to demonstrate is just how easy it is to use one of these things, okay? And how very beneficial it could be on on a tight schedule. Okay, you're gonna go through a few different things, and you want to get the herbs in there and this, that, and the third. Okay, you just want to, so let's say you come home, after the job, you want to get into some videos, or you want to do a show, whatever. This is one of them tools that's very useful. Okay, so it comes in three parts. This is the first part here. Okay, this is the second part with the blades, and they throw one of these extra ones in there, which is useful because you can stick one of these in the fridge and then have the other one ready to go to make another one. Okay, now, hey, money's always an issue, so what I do is I always buy yellow labels, man. Okay, you go into the shop at a certain time during the day, then they're trying to get rid of the food. Okay, what is this? This was supposed to be 70%. I think I saved half the price or something like that. Okay, the berries I'm gonna use, same thing. Okay, yellow label shopping. Okay, so that might be useful for some of you brothers that or for all of us brothers, because all brothers is on a tight budgets. Okay, because if another brother's hurting and you ain't distributing the funds, well, guess what? You really gotta check yourself. Okay, on that. Okay, so what I've got here, I'm gonna show you how easy this Ninja is to use. And this is the 700 watt one. They do a 900 watter, okay, which is faster, okay, and more powerful, obviously, because it's 200 watts more, okay. But even the 700 watt now, the one I've got right here, is on sale right now at the Tesco, okay, and that's it's only going for about 35 pounds, which that's an investment, but it's really not that. I mean, it all depends upon the person's situation. But if all you have to save was £5, right, every month, how many months is it going to take you for you to get yourself a Ninja? Okay, and I've showed you how to get the herbs cheap. Go out there like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening, okay, and go around, shop around. You're going to find yourself some good deals, man. Okay, just like I've just demonstrated that you find some good deals. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some, what's this? This must be at least 30 seconds. With 30 seconds in, I got the strawberries in there, I got the apples in there. Okay, nothing complicated. Okay, just want to get some herbs down my throat, but still make it taste, a respectable. Okay, a little bit tasty, but doesn't have to be fantastical. Okay, and what we're gonna do here, so I put the coriander in there, which I got for cheap, and that's still fresh, but Esau's got this thing of sell-by dates, which make things cheaper, right, at certain times of the day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little bit, so you can see that, right, got the herbs in there, got the apple, banana, bit of strawberries. I'm gonna add a little bit of water in there, okay, so we must be up to about 90 seconds, okay. I've been in front of this particular Ninja, okay, and you're gonna see is just how good this thing is, okay. So then bam, that's pretty much it. That's the job. Okay, it takes you what? That's what and I've tried it a few times. We put the solid apple in there, the herbs in there. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is add some more stuff to it. But ultimately, that's all it takes with this particular blender. I'm gonna put some goji berries in there. Okay, good for the fertility and that. Okay, I'm gonna put some pumpkin seeds in there. Can't tell you what that's good for off the top of my head, but I'm sure it's good for some stuff. Okay, and I'll put that in there. All right, I'll put what have I got here? I got some sunflower seeds. Niggas like some sunflower seeds. So I'm gonna put some sunflower seeds in there. Just a handful, It's a rough job. I'm in a rush. I gotta do some more stuff. Okay, put the lid back on the Ninja, and let the Ninja do the work. right? And that'll be it. Okay, that will be it. That will be done. Okay, that's it. Smooth. Okay, look at the consistency. That's a good consistency right there. There's no seeds in there. It's all done. It's all juiced. And I've just been on that thing for 2 minutes at the very most. 2-3 minutes at the very most. Very easy to use. I showed you how to get the herbs cheap. The seeds and that, I anticipate these seeds are gonna last me a little while, at least a month and a half. And that. What I'll try to do is get a bigger pack in the future, so it's got a little bit more longevity. Because it's, you got to factor in costs and so on and so forth into these things. How you gonna do it every day and still maintain a low cost? All right. Like I said, that's going for cheap at Tesco's right now. You can get the herbs cheap at particular times of the day, and the fruits cheaper at particular times of the day. You'll be good. So that's how, that's what, that's how the elder apostles, just a small snippet of how they're improving brothers' lives all over across the earth. You got these assholes out here coming up against the teachers of the doctrine, okay? But they ain't pushing nothing. Okay, this is a small snippet of positivity that I can conclusively say that's affected my life positively. Okay, not to mention the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, which is just, you can't put a price, you can't put a number on that, right? You can't put a quantity on that, right? Going out there, conducting yourself as a man, you can't put a price on that. So hopefully that was at the very least inspirational. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, okay, and honestly brothers will be pushing this truth in sincerity, and Lord's will, I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom.